Hey, what's going down, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Soul Effect, shouting for the R&B Talk Show on the podcast host and the DJ. And this new episode right here, I'm interviewing actress and singer Taylor Ayanna. She will be coming through here in a second once I get the notification coming through. Hope everybody's doing good and stuff. Hope you guys hear me well. Hope you guys see, me well and stuff. I tell you, this weather has been something else and everything. I tell you, what's up, Keith? What I'm saying? I hope everybody hears and sees me good, on this video and everything. Yeah, man, this weather been something else. I mean, I love the fall, but I hate when the weather be up and down. Then the wind be blowing and everything. So it gets very annoying. I ain't gonna sit here lying to you and stuff. Oh, cool. Okay. Okay, cool. Like you hear me and see me good. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But man, just want to say, thank you all for. Okay, here she goes. Hey, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, can you hear and see me good?
I can see you. Can you hear and see me good?
Yeah,
Sounds
I would
good.
double check. I say, please, God, I hope this goes through smooth
I
and stuff.
know.
Because I mean, I love the fall weather. I just hate when everything changes, just blows everything off and stuff.
Right, right.
But
And I'm in LA, so I was like, I hope I'm making this right. It's only 3 hours, but it can get confusing.
yeah, you already know. But I want to congratulate you on your brand new single called "Show Me," and I looked it up. It was number 4, on the digital track, radio 100. I'm like, wow, that's huge. You know, uh, just reading your story. What was it like when you saw your name across, the screen and your song going number 4 in the top 10?
Yeah, so when it went number 4, I was like, oh, first of all, when it entered in the charts at number 41, I remember it entered at number 41, and I was so excited at it being number 41. Like I didn't
Yeah.
even think it would, I didn't even think it would chart. I was just making music just because I wanted to make it, and so when I saw that number 41, I was elated. Like wow, people are listening to this. Radio stations are playing it. Like how cool is that? And I was like, okay, like let me just keep writing and doing music and keep doing what I do. And then I saw it because I gradually saw it go up and up because people kept telling me like, hey, it's number 18. Hey, it's number this. Hey, it's number this. I'm like, oh, wow, it's going up there. And so when I saw it was number 4, I was shook because it jumped from 18 to 4. And then
Wow.
just recently it went number 1. And it was 1 for like 2 weeks.
Oh,
And I was
okay.
like, oh, like this is crazy. Like I was at a loss for words because I didn't when I was creating the song, that wasn't even in my mind. Like I just wanted great melodies and great lyrics and something to dance to. I wasn't thinking about it charting. So I was just shocked, and I'm very grateful because I was like, wow, I didn't think this would happen.
Yeah, I can only imagine, be your first debut. And sometimes with the very first single is like a hit and miss. You just never know what's going to
Mhm.
do and everything. And hey, it's nothing but God. And I think sometimes with people they want to hear something fresh, or hear
Right.
something new and stuff. And I think, hey, your song be requested like that. That's saying something.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thinking about that's crazy. Yeah.
Now with the video concept, for you, your team, who came with the video treatment? Was that something your decision? Like, okay, I like this, or was that the idea you had before, leading to the actual video?
So I worked with this director. Her name's Fu, and she's amazing. And the first thing that we did, I sent her the song, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I love this song." And that was prior to the song even being mixed and mastered. I just knew I wanted to do a video because being an actress, the visual is everything. Having that story behind a song, I just feel like it makes the audience so much more connected to the music when they see something. So I was like, "Girl, we got to do something." She was like, "I love this track," and the first thing she said was, I see the colors orange and yellow and warm. And I was like,
Wow.
ooh, wow. Like I can see that. Cause at first I was like, maybe like a purple, orange tone-ish. She was like, we gotta go warm full out. And she came up with the concept of this kind of like hyper realism or like magical type of illustration to go with the song because the song's very laid back, it's warm, you want to dance to it. And she was like, let's just do something really cool. So she was the one who brought that to life, and I'm so grateful for her. She's awesome.
Yeah. Cause I like it though, because like when I look at the video, I was like, I had to look at it twice because I was like, it's amazing when you have a song and then it matches with the video concept. You
Mm-hmm.
going somewhere with that. I love it because it's sunny outside, it's colorful, you see all these different, plants around, and, you see you walking, through the video. I was like, it's so elegant, it's like you just waking up like 8 o'clock in the morning, just going in the sun.
Right.
And stuff. How many days did you shoot that? Was it all in one day or a 2-day shoot?
It was in one day. We had to kind of like, we had to compact everything to one day because of timing and scheduling for the whole team, because I knew I wanted it out at a certain time and a certain day. And she was like, okay, let's simplify this, make the story great, refine it. Also, like, the simpler the better. And in my opinion, I feel like when you start off with something smaller of a concept, not too big, too grand, it can also be taxing on not only me but the cast and crew. So we only did one day, and it was a great day. I think we shot the video in like, maybe, I don't even think we took 8 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's not bad though. Yeah, because from experience being a background actor, music videos and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I know some probably like maybe like 4 or 5 hour tops, then if everything looks good, just a knockout,
Right.
so I can relate to that.
Yeah.
What's crazy, because when I first saw your face, I said, wait a minute, I know I saw on TV.
Really.
And I was trying to picture it. And then my sister was like, and I showed my sister because she's a big fan of a lot of more movies than me and stuff. She said, oh, that's her from Rock the Boat. And I was like, wait a minute, that is her and stuff.
Yes.
So I want to start from, now correct me, which one was the first film you did, Picture Me Dead, or was it Rock the Boat?
It was Picture Me Dead. I did that 2023.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So what was it like when you auditioned for the character named Terri?
Yeah, so it was pretty smooth. My manager called me and was like, hey, they want you to read for this role. And back then, I think it was like right before the strike, like right before the writer's strike here in Hollywood. And everything, because of COVID, everything is self-tape mostly. We're getting back, but it's still mostly self-tape. And so my manager texted me and was like, hey, can you read for this? Can you put it up on tape? And I think I like did it like 2 takes of it. I read the lines, and it was the scene. It was the art gallery scene that I read for.
Okay.
And I put it up on tape. And I think I also did the scene where Erica confronts me. I put that on tape too. And I don't even think I was thinking about it. I think I was just, okay, let me just put this up on tape, give it my best shot, and then go. And then my manager called me. I think she called me either the next day or like in a few hours, and was like, oh my gosh, they love you, they want to have you. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Let's do it. Like, it was great. And when I got on set, everyone was so kind and so nice. I think I shot Picture Me Dead. Like, I think it was like, my scenes were like 2 or 3 days. It was something really, really smooth. It was very professional, like, and everybody on the cast, everybody in the crew was so kind. And so because of Picture Me Dead, I got Rock the Boat with the same company, the production company.
Right.
And Rock the Boat was so amazing. It was with the cast of my girls, Sonique, Parker, Asia, Ayanna, Janina. It was a time, and I think over that course of those few days, or like weeks, because we were all together and it was like a unit of us girls, we got so close, and those are my girls to this day.
When you film it, say, when the director says cut, you do they do like a playback just to see, if everything look good to you and stuff, when you walking or you talking, whatever face expression is going on, depending on the concept of the scene?
Like in general, or for these two movies?
Just like it's like in general.
I mean, I think it depends on like what type of movie set you're on, the budget of it, the timing of it. You definitely can. They can like cut and like show you the footage, but I think that's very rare. I think also a lot of actors don't like to be seen, like see their face in the moment while they're acting because it take them out of the character. So I think that's very rare, but it doesn't. It's not to say it doesn't happen. I'm pretty sure it can happen, but I don't know too many actors who are like in the scene and they're like, okay, let me see how I look. You know, I like
Yeah, because I
a
was
lot of
always
us
curious
are.
about that for like a long time.
No, it's very. When you get on set, you know, well, everything is different. You know, every set is different. Every director is different. Every production house is different. So how they do things, and each set is completely different from the other, even if it's the same person doing the movie, you know. So usually you'll get on set, you may do a rehearsal or two, but when you get on that set, it's time to rock and roll. Time is money.
Absolutely. When you saw your face premiere and stuff, what was kind of going through your mind? When you portray the character in the film.
So for Rock the Boat, I don't really know. I think I was just, whenever I look at myself acting, I try not to judge myself too harshly. I think I was just excited to see myself like, wow, I did pretty good, you know? And sometimes you look at your stuff and you're like, I never want to watch that again. So, you know, but when I watched Picture Me Dead and Rock the Boat, I was like, this is fun, you know?
Picture Me Dead. How did that role come about? You know, as soon as after you did finish up Rock the Boat.
So Picture Me Dead was first. And then Rock the Boat was second. And so Picture Me Dead came through my manager. And she asked me to tape on film.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll speed all that up. All American, you paired the episode, you played as a bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Would this give you like different roles to pick out and you settle for that one?
So basically how it works is your agent or your manager will give you the audition. They'll pitch you out, and then if casting, it works differently throughout everybody, but the most common way is your agent or your manager will get an audition for you and they'll say, hey, put this on tape. And you put it on tape, and then casting will reach out to you if they like you. And so how it went about was my agent from Avalon, he sent me over this audition. And again, I just put it up 2 seconds and was like, okay, forget about it. Cool. Because I don't want to spend too much time. I feel like when I spend too much time auditions, that's when I don't get them. So when I just, okay, this is my take. Let me just have fun and do it. I think that's kind of the oxymoron of it all. It's like, that's when you get it, you know? So he sent it to me. I did it. And I think the next day they were like, is she available for this role? And I was like, I am available for this role. I am in town. Yes, I am. Please cast me. And they were like, come on. So I think the next day I went on set and everything was great. I shot that in one day because it was one line, but everybody on there was so nice. And the food was amazing.
Oh man, I can imagine stuff. Is there more scripts coming in that you try to pick which one that would be fit for you for like the next TV or film project?
So I still go out on auditions. I haven't really made it to the point where I do get sent scripts, but not really like as often
You're
as
like back to back.
you know, like I do. When I do look at things, I kind of look at like, okay, where am I at right now? Where do I want to go in terms of my career? And how is that representing me, you know?
Right.
And so those are the main things. But for the most parts, I still have an agent. I still have a manager. They still go out there and hustle and give me auditions and send me out and pitch me and submit me. So it's not just, I have not climbed to that perfect
Yeah, to
mountain
that
of
point. Yeah.
offer only. I that is not the reality. We're still out here
Yeah, that's true.
grinding.
That's true. Back to the music part of it. After Show Me, how many songs do you have already recorded, or this is like the song is like officially recorded? You just like, put something together for the next one.
Yeah, so I'm currently working on my EP, which is amazing. I have tons of songs recorded. I think more so now it's kind of like on the strategy end or like the strategy
Okay.
side of everything. Like when does everything come out? How do we want to package this? Or it's like in the fine-tuned stages, but I'm also still in the studio recording with great producers, still making music and still like refining that muscle every day, you know?
Absolutely. Because I think, with an artist, being an artist, it's like once you pick the first single out, like, okay, I'm gonna give it a preview of what I'm about.
Mhm.
I'm gonna add different sounds like a contemporary, neo,
Yeah.
alternative, and little stuff like that. What sounds you are inspired to create, just to have a great EP project?
That's a really good question because I was thinking about that the other day. I don't really have it. I love all types of music. You know, I grew up in a house where I could listen to
Yeah.
jazz, gospel, you know, alternative
Yeah.
music. There was pop. There was a plethora of sounds that I was putting my ear to. I really do, for me right now in this moment, I really do love progressive R&B. I do love alternative R&B. I love alternative
Oh,
music.
yeah.
I love also instrumentation. I love instruments. I love string instruments, the harp, the guitar, violin. Like it's something about those instruments that just move me so much. I do also love the piano, but I feel like there's nothing like a good guitar. You know, like there's nothing like a good guitar or a good
Yeah.
old violin ballad. You know, so those are the types of sounds I really do love.
Yeah, oh man, I'm glad you said about alternative R&B because I remember like maybe a couple of years ago, I was like, where is this sound coming from? I see everybody's following with that, and I
Mhm.
went on Spotify and I'm looking up, I'm seeing people I never heard of, John Vinyl and
Mhm.
Emmanuel and stuff, and I'm like, where was I at
Mhm.
in this space and stuff? I can only imagine. I could imagine too because like like the violin, it had like a Broadway type of sound. It's like music should sound like soundtracks, like it should be featured in film. Because when I heard, your single, I thought to myself, I said, you know what, that'd be great for like a feature film based
Mhm.
on particular character, young female, say like 23, 25, and during her life and stuff and everything. And I was like, man, I said, this song could be featured like who was that? I was thinking about that. It was a show. It was on BT Plus. It'll come to me later because I don't want to say something wrong and anybody
Yeah.
be there. Is there any performances that's coming for this that you have going on for this single? Show me.
I have some recorded performances. I can't really say just yet because they're already recorded and I have not been given the green light to say promote this yet. But
Right.
we do have some great things in store, some TV performances that are coming out. And I'm just excited, you know. I'm excited. I'm working on new music, and that's what I'm focusing on right now.
Absolutely and stuff. Before we wrap it up, I want to say thank you for taking the time on here and stuff. I was praying, I said, please God, let this signal come. This would have been very crazy. And I'm glad it's calmed down for right now
Yeah.
and stuff. But okay, so you're working on the EP project, got some cover scripts, you looking for. But I will say this too. I want to speak into existence. I truly believe that you have a Star Walk of Fame down the road.
Oh,
I believe
thank
that you
you.
have a BET award down the road. I believe you have a Grammy nomination, even a Grammy winner. You know what I'm saying? And man, it was like an image award for acting and stuff. So I'm speaking to the sister. I see something out there for you is gonna be big, and that I know that you just get started. You know,
That means a lot. Thank you so much for saying that. And I
as a,
claim it.
you keep doing what you're doing, and hey, I'm looking forward to see what you're next. In 2026 run you.
Yes, let's go. Thank you for having me.
That's it. All righty. Believe it. So with that being said, you have a blessed night. And thank you all for taking the time, leaving comments and enjoying her as a guest. And with that being said, we out of here.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
You too.